Right, here we go. This is the first, maybe the last, Lowheat show podcast. We're gonna keep it generic with show. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little rocky, but we're covering all the basics here. What you would expect. We're gonna do a little sneaker, a little streetwear news, and keep it fun. And bear with me on the kinks. This is, as you can see from the Comic Sans, this is about as low budget as you can get. We're still workshopping a lot of stuff, we're using royalty-free music right now. And so anyways, let me know, give me your constructive criticism, go easy on me. I appreciate it. And let's get started. So to start with, that was a rough fade out. Generally it would be a nice little fade out right there, but instead it's a hard pause. All right, first let's see here. Let's show what recent pickups for me. Got I was lucky enough, sneakers first time high heat sneakers draw, maybe second time, and first Travis Scott win ever. First Travis Scott W ever. So that was exciting. Check out my unboxing video on that. I won't get into too much here. Check out that video, please. But these are awesome. Spoiler alert, I love them. Please subscribe. Plug for the show. Please subscribe. Notification bell, all that stuff. We're gonna be maybe doing one of these once a week. We'll see how it goes. See how you guys feel. And so there we go. All right. Look, we have title cards and everything. First segment. What's cooking? This is kind of our little news. Again, we're workshopping stuff. All right. Don't be quick to judge. We're workshopping stuff. Just our little news segment. So, here's the plug. See, we're already a little off right now. Plug for the channel. Here's my channel. As you know, if you're here, you already know this, but please hit subscribe. It's free. Here's some of my latest unboxing videos that I did. So yeah, go watch those if you missed one. All right, first up, Ronnie Feig of Kith, just on his socials, posted up some new Kith Asics that these look fire. I think they're the Asics Gel Kyono 12.1. They look absolutely, not all Kiss collaborations and shoe collaborations are fire, but I really like these. What are these? I think these, 12.1s. I think that's what they are. I like the green one right there. I definitely gravitate towards that light green. I do not own a pair of this model, so I definitely, I don't know if I'd classify as low heat. These are pretty popular, but I'd be looking to maybe get a pair. These tend to go quick, and I think these will definitely sell out. So we'll see. Definitely not worth a retail or resale grab, but I really like them. Let me know what you guys think about these. Really like that green one. It's definitely fire. Love it. Love it. All right, moving on. Next bit of little news, some low heat news. Emily Oberg of Sporty and Rich teased a Adidas SL72 collab with her company. She's done a number of Adidas collabs through the past few years of her company, and she always picks good models for shoes. I like these a lot. I really like. There's also this yellow colorway. It was from this Instagram post, but I don't see it on her profile anymore. So I wonder if she had to take it down, for some reason, Adidas, or she thought better. I can't find this picture on her profile. So some weird ghost effect where it was archived maybe, but it's still here when people hyperlink to it. But really like these colorways. Kind of I'm partial to the yellow one, pretty fire, but they're all good. They're all good. Again, I'm not sure if I'll be picking these up. There'll be a common theme, so I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I have so many shoes, and they cost money. I don't make a ton of money. I'm not a huge YouTuber. I'm not rich, don't have infinite space to store shoes, so even though I like these, this would definitely be a cop if I had unlimited funds and unlimited space. So I'm not gonna. That's gonna be a theme a lot, but I do like these. All right, moving. When are these coming out? Oh, there was no word on Ronnie's shoes, those gel Kyanos. These, not sure when these will be coming out, but yeah, the official images are here. These got an official release date. These are the Maniere Nike Air Max 95s, and I really like, and they're coming out October 25th. I really like the colors on these. It's definitely in that color palette Maniere plays in. The maroons and kind of creams, off whites, pinkish hues, burgundy. I don't love the all leather. They're all strips of leather there. I'm just not a huge all leather upper guy, unless it's well. I like mixes of materials. I like some mesh woven in there. I do like. I guess I should say there are all leather uppers that I like, but I don't like all like tumbled leather. This has like, it's heavy on this type of tumbled leather. So I'm just, you know, it's a certain type of leather that I like on my uppers. Here it is a mix. You're like, yo, man, it is a mix of materials, and there is, but you know what I'm saying? It's not your typical Air Max 95 materials. Like there's some suede in there, but yeah, just I like the colors a lot. Look at all the laces, like $600 Letterman jacket, the Nike Letterman jacket that'll be dropping. I like all the colors, but just not for me. I'll be passing on this. I don't have any pairs of 95s actually, so I am looking to get my first pair eventually. They are not my favorite Air Max, but I am looking to get my first pair eventually. Just waiting on which one that is. When do we think this Letterman jacket fade is gonna like uh, fad is going to fade out? Let me know in the comments because there will be a lot of expensive, pricey Letterman jackets out there sitting in people's closets, taking up room, collecting dust, and nobody wearing them. And these things all cost like 500 plus $1,000. Um, I liked it for a minute, kind of. I never got one, I never bought one, but it definitely seems like it's not an eternal staple. You know. I feel like in a few years nobody will be wearing varsity jackets, and then what are people gonna do? And eventually they'll like cycle back into style. But like, curious what your guys' thoughts are on those. All right, next we got a official release date for the Wu-Tang Dunks. Uh, I have really mixed feelings on these. I love Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang Clan. I'm a fan, and this, I love dunk highs more than most people. I like dunk highs. To me, they're very similar to Jordan 1 highs, and everyone loves Jordan 1 highs. I'm super confused by that. I've talked about it in unboxing videos before. I don't understand how Jordan 1 highs are popular, yet people don't like dunk highs. They are different for sure, but they are very similar. They're cut from the same cloth. Um, so I like this shoe. I don't love them redoing a grail, I wish if they wanted to do this, they split the difference. I really wish they had made it slightly more different. I know these are, compared to the OGs, there's probably some minor details different. And these already dropped on the Wu-Tang's website, which is that's pretty dope way to release them. If you messed with their music enough on like Spotify, I think, or maybe purchase merch off their website, you got a exclusive access code to get these early. I thought that was pretty dope. Oh, and it's got a cool advertising thing there with the bees. But I just wish they would have like inverted the colors, kept the grails iconic, and then made these yeah, different in some way. Different materials. They might not have sold as well if it doesn't look good. You still got to make the shoe look good, but I wish they would have done something more different for them to keep the original special. So moving along, next we have our topic of the day. And wait, did I miss something? Oh, no, that's all right. I'll do it after this. All right. Topic of the day is I do polls on my YouTube. Let me know in the chat, in the comments, if you guys see these polls pop up. How often do you partake in them? I get some fairly good interaction with them. This is my latest poll. It was a Vomero poll of like I feel like there's been four in recent years, like four real heaters of Vomeros, and it has been the Supersonics, the Dornbeckers, these designed by Japan's, the women's drop premium, and the Cold Walls from now, geez, now 6 years ago. That's wild to say. Um, and so I just wanted to know what everyone's favorite was. I am lucky enough that I hit on all these top three for retail. Now, these I just picked up, did an unboxing, check that out. These used to be going for above resale, but they had a restock drop on sneakers when I got these, and so now they are kind of sitting some sizes. So these went back down to retail or below retail, but ahead of that, prior to that restock, these were going above retail. So kind of interesting when GRs in this day and age of sneakers go for above retail. Anyways, I think these are like the top ones. So I asked everyone what they thought. Interesting little tie, very even between the top three here. Very, very even. Basically even 55 votes, and it's basically split amongst those top three. I also asked about some Air Max TNs. My personal favorite Air Max is the Air Max Plus, and I'm been considering maybe picking up one of these recent pairs. I like all these Shark Attack ones. I like obviously the OG Sunsets. There is a triple black reflective, but I think this one might be. I don't know if it's predominantly leather or not. I don't think it is. And then these one block down collabs are, I think these like super clean. I like those a lot. This blue pair, I think there's three different colorways. I really like that blue pair. So I was asking which ones y'all thought were the best. I only got 36 votes here, so weigh in on that. Sunset was the runaway favorite. And then a couple weeks ago, I posted this about some low heat, what you guys thought was the best of this low heat coming up, and it's like dead even with 47 votes, dead even between these Nike Air Max 180s and the Above Clouds Asics GT 2160s. I like these super clean, but I have tons of white shoes. I already have Asics GT 2160, so I might lean away from getting those. These, I do not have an Air Max 180. It's definitely like, I really wanted those pink CDG 180s, years ago, and these are kind of giving off the same vibes. Obviously not pink though. Also, I've been kind of wanting to get a Sunder Max, and there's the Gore-Tex pairs dropping. So kind of like sometimes when I want low heat, I justify it by getting the Gore-Tex if there's a Gore-Tex version, because then it's like waterproof. I don't know, call me weird. And then the old version of these, the Nike Pegasus Plus, the old version from a handful of years ago, like one of the most comfortable Nike shoes I've ever bought. It's kind of like the consumer running shoe, the non-serious running shoe, and super comfortable. So I've been kind of wanting to get the updated pair. Love that colorway. They brought that back. So yeah. All right. The other thing that I forgot to do, a little half a fit check. Wearing what I'm wearing today. Brain Dead Magic the Gathering collab. This is the artwork for a Skull Clamp, the card Skull Clamp. I used to play Magic, both as a kid and an adult, and I still, not right now, not currently. This past like year, have been playing much, but yeah, big Magic fan. Not embarrassed to say it. So let me know if any of you guys are Magic fans. All right, next up, what's sizzling and dropping? Again, we're workshopping titles here, folks. So we're workshopping fonts, graphics, everything. So this, we're gonna go over kind of like what's dropping imminently that you want to put on your radars. You might want to pick up. I'll call out anything that I'm for sure gonna try for, and of these shoes we're talking about, a lot of them are going to be, we're going to focus a little bit on Lowheat here. Um, these have already dropped. And what's great, I just wanted to talk about them. I didn't get a chance. Like, I didn't buy them. I didn't get, this is great. This is why I have the show and the podcast to get to talk about stuff like this. I didn't buy these, but I thought these were like pseudo interesting. I know they're really like polarizing, these ASAP Rocky Puma distressed shoes. They definitely, someone I saw a comment, they definitely give off those Travis Scott Air Max 270 vibes, and I can see it. Similar color palette, similar like kind of design language, but I didn't hate those, and I don't hate these. Again, I didn't buy them. They did sell out. I don't think they're going for much, to be honest. But I like them. To me, they'd be kind of like hard to pull off with a lot like I don't know. I have a lot of bright clothes in my collection. I think if your wardrobe's predominantly earth tones, you can. There's a lot of fits you can pull off with these. But I think they're kind of hard to wear depending on what's your wardrobe. They're not super flashy. They're just kind of dingy. So it's a little bit if you know shoe. If they are interesting enough. Like I always judge sneakers kind of like by just the common person in public. I like getting looks from people who aren't sneakerheads, uh, as well as sneakerheads. I'm a sucker for all sorts. I'm vain. I like all the looks from everybody. I'm equal opportunist in the vanity department. And these, I have a feeling like some people who aren't in the know might be like, wow, that guy's wearing some beach shoes. But they also are interesting enough, especially how you style them, that you might get some second glances like, oh, those are kind of cool. So I like the contrasting red to the brown. Let me know what you guys think about these. I'm really curious. I was gonna do a poll, but yeah, I never got around to doing the poll. So yeah, that's that. Uh, moving on. These Bob Marley, these Adidas Bob Marley SL72s dropped the other day on the Confirmed app, and I really like these. I'm a Bob Marley fan, and these are just super clean. I love them. Like sometimes I'm not a fan of black shoes, but like this is perfect. Broken up with hits of color, the green, the cream, three different colors on the sole and the midsole there, two tones of like black and materials on the top, red hit with the Bob Marley there. I really I really dig these gold Bob Marley signature there on this on the heel. Really, really, really dig these like nylon upper. I never had a pair of SL72s growing up, and I always liked them. I think like my soccer coach wore a pair of them, and I always liked these whenever I saw them on people. I don't know if he had an SL72, but there's been multiple types of shoes kind of like this in this family of Adidas shoes, and yeah, really really dig this, but did not buy them, unfortunately. Oh yeah. So these are dropping soon. I think in like a day when this this podcast releases, I think they're dropping maybe the next day. The Junya Watanabe uh, New Balance loafers, the 1906 loafer. Uh, Junya from CDG, the brand CDG, their brand. I don't love these personally, but I think these, I think some people these are getting some traction. This like 1906 hybrid loafer. What I do like, uh, it's kind of fun. Like wear to like an event where you need dress shoes. Wear these; they're probably more comfortable. It's an if you know shoe. They'll be different than a lot of people's. You might get some looks from both crowds, the in the know crowd and the out of the know crowd. So I don't hate them, but I just prefer the Prada dress shoes. You know what I'm talking about? The Prada dress shoes, kind of similar vibes, and that. If I ever get money, that's gonna be my dress shoe of choice. Those. I should have had that pulled up here for comparison. We're still working out the kinks. Next up, we have this UGG Gallery Department collab. And there's some like things, like goofy things celebrities wear and dress in when they're a celebrity because they don't give a fuck. And they can dress however, they can dress eclectic, and sometimes it's just because they want to. Sometimes they actually like it and it looks good. There's a lot of that stuff that I would never wear as a celebrity, like the big red boots. Never wear those. This, however, I could see myself, if I was a rich celebrity, maybe rocking these gallery department denim Uggs. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Uh, you know, yeah, there's a lot of like wild fits and things that I just, can't see myself doing too much of. Uh, if I was rich, I don't think I'd ever wear a fishnet, top, to a red carpet event, have my nipples out there in the breeze. I could see myself wearing, shorts or like, a skirt or, kilt type thing. I don't mind that. I just don't know if I'd ever do fishnet. That's just my personal taste. But and this is kind of one of those things with footwear. I could see myself maybe. They look comfy, AF, and low key, I've always kind of been jealous of girls wearing Uggs. I know guys can wear them too. Tom Brady wears them and stuff. So, and they were invented by a surfer dude. Like I get it. I'm just saying, in general, and I think some of you, uh, would agree that it's mainly the female population that wears Uggs. So, but I kind of dig them. Oh yeah, they're coming out in like I think a day from when this show drops, so that's why I brought them up. Next up, some Lowheat from New Balance. These just dropped, and I'm not a huge New Balance 475 guy, but I really like this light blue colorway. I think it's super super clean. This will go with anything. Love this colorway, baby blue colorway, two different shades there. Uh, I'm just not a 475 guy. Something about them, they're like too common, maybe. They're too accessible. Too many people wear them because they're a good shoe. It's kind of one of those like tipping point things. Like for example, the Nike Killshot 2 leather. I've done some videos on them. I own two pairs. Uh, I love that shoe. It's a great shoe in a vacuum. It looks great, fits with everything. I love everything about that shoe. It's a low top, what predominantly white. It almost looks like an indoor soccer shoe. It's a court shoe, old school court shoe. Looks great, but like everyone has them, and like that's the whole thing. That's why we're sneakerheads. We like to stand out. That's why we're all into a little bit into fashion, streetwear. We like to stand out, and the kill shot just everyone has. And even though it's a great sneaker, I just kind of want to be different. So same thing with the New Balance 475. All that to say, same thing with the New Balance 475. I just feel like it's a super common model. It's definitely like the price point one that everyone they're marketing to everyone can afford. And so maybe somewhere down the line, if there's a wild enough colorway or a collab, then it'll set it apart a little, more differently than everyone else's 475s. Then I'll cop. This isn't quite in that ballpark yet, but I just wanted to show it. Super clean colorway, just dropped, $110. Not bad, not bad. Next up, another pair of Lowheat, not double the cost, $210. These are the made in USA 990 V4s from New Balance. 990 V4s, and with the made in USA, that's definitely gonna run up the retail price on these. But really like this monochromatic macadamia nut colorway, kind of like desert boot vibe. Some tumbled leather there on the side, combined with the mesh paneling. Really like these. Yeah, really like these. I won't be getting these. Maybe if these go on sale. Sometimes this stuff sits for a while and eventually they go on sale. Not as often on the New Balance website. They clear their stock a little better, but sometimes on their official retailers that they work with, models will go on sale quicker. So I really like this. Let me know what you guys think about these. Next up, these are dropping soon. The Bricks and Wood New Balance 1906 utility. Really like these colorway. Again, I'm personally not a huge all black shoe guy, but this, to me, these colors set it off differently enough that it's this does the job. Really, really like these. What was the price on these? Let's see here. $169. So a little cheaper, a little cheaper, and it's a collab. But these are dope. Really like them. Don't need them. Won't be trying for them. But these drop the 18th. So a day from when this podcast releases. Next up, Supreme drop tomorrow, or the day this show comes out. So curious what you guys all think about this drop here. Things of note are the bamboo basket steamer for dumplings. Uh, it's 10 inches in diameter approximately from Kamaasa. $200 though. Definitely do not need a $200 Supreme bamboo steamer. It's cool though. Could definitely would put it to work, but I'll be passing on that. Something I definitely don't need, but I'm very tempted, is the camo Bones Hanes thermals, and the thermal shirt, and the bottoms, the thermal pants. I already have, I think, the all black pair, the skeleton pair, but would really like the matching camo pair. I don't know where I guess they're like pajamas. The thing about, if you've ever copped or if you haven't copped, about the Supreme Hanes collab stuff, is it's Hanes quality. You are paying whatever it is, triple the cost for the Supreme tag and branding and whatever else they're doing. In this case, they're putting on the print, the skeleton print. You're paying a lot for that. And so it's just, I'm in my quality era where I'm willing to pay more money for quality, but like it's just stuff like, you wear it once, wash and dry it, or even if you air dry it, it threads start coming undone. So if I was to get, each of these are $32. So if I was to get one set, you only get one per pack. So if I was to get one thermal crew, one thermal pant, that's 64 plus tax plus shipping from Supreme, which is $10. 64, 74 plus another 10, 84 for a set, for a thermal set. And it's Hanes quality. That's just, I probably should save my money. I don't need that. But I kind of like it. Anything from this drop, this is the big North Face drop. It's crazy how much people don't like the North Face stuff, because like I haven't been a big Supreme head forever. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, I'm probably as old, if not older, than most of you, and I skated before Supreme was a huge brand. So, but everyone's nostalgic for the old Supreme North Face collabs, and to me personally, like some of them are better for sure. I've looked at them, and some of them aren't though. So it's just maybe just a trend with just the supply of Supreme North Face is now so great that just they have to be real bangers for people to like them. I kind of like this. I like this model of jacket to begin with, so that's part of it. And then they have a all black one, so that's cool. You can wear that when you're spending that much money. I've learned, you should buy stuff that you can wear with anything. So the fact that they have a all black one kind of one of their signature model jackets, I like it. Maybe the back print, I don't mind so much the back print. Uh, Whether you want it or not, everyone has to have one. It's like expiration date, your born and death date. I kind of like it, but these are going to be $400. More than that, 438. So that's a little steep. The puffer jacket, that'll be warmer, but I'm not as hyped on. This looks more like just a shell. I'm sure it'll have some lining, but it's more of a shell. Yeah. I like it, but probably will not be getting it for that much money. People don't even like the beanie. People don't like the shirt. These striped wool trousers kind of interesting, but I hate getting stuff. Pro tip for you: anything that over $100 buying online, I do it. I know you do it. People do it, but if I could resist, and if you could resist, only making purchases above 100 if you're like there in person to try them on, I think sound advice, both getting the fit right, making sure you like them, making sure it's a good use of your money. Also, when you buy it in person, it adds a little value with the memory of like, oh, I was there at that shop when I bought these. Like, just clicking some buttons and your $400 item shows up on your doorstep, and then you're like, yeah, it's pretty good. I wish it was fit this way differently. It's just, there's lots of room for feels bads, So my little pro tip is if you're gonna spend over $100, in an ideal world, you're only doing that in person at a shop. Makes it more meaningful, and you make sure that it's worth the money spent. What else is coming up? Okay, here's the upcoming sneaker stuff for the day this show is dropping. I kind of like this Kobe shirt, the Rings X-ray shirt. It's kind of dope. But speaking of quality, like Nike stuff, always just like the shirts. Sometimes back in the day they would make some quality stuff, but like it's real weird sometimes. All this stuff is just thin thin quality sometimes, and I just don't like spending that much money on something that can fall apart easily. I really like these Converse Stussy snakeskin Chuck Taylors. I really like these a lot. $110. There was a Supreme collab that dropped a while back. A Supreme Nike ACG collab, and it that would be a fire fit. Let's bring it up here. Supreme ACG denim snake skin. I bought the hat from this collection, but let me admit, damn, like if you got the coat with it, oh, that'd be fire. That would be fire. Why is it it's so small? Anyways, and paired it with these slightly different shades. I don't need these, but I do like them. I typically don't love animal print, so uh, I don't know why I like these. I do though. Maybe the snakeskin's a little more subtle, right? Like the scales aren't super defined, and the colorway is kind of that that desert beige. So maybe that's why I like them. $110, not bad. Then you have the X-Ray Kobe 5 Protros to go with that shirt. I don't. These will sell out, but I think they're gonna, they're not gonna sell above retail. I guess it kind of pairs with October and Halloween, but also dropping are the Summit White Cosmic Clay Air Max ones. They're 86, so I guess they're the 86 cut and shape and specs, but I don't think this was Cosmic Clay. I don't know if let me know in the comments if this was an OG colorway. I don't, obviously the red was and then the blue, but like shortly after that was this Cosmic Clay, like a third or fourth colorway release. I'm not sure. I don't know. I like it in general, but don't need it. And then next week, as this next episode will be dropping, we got these skull Halloween dunks. These kind of cool. I don't mind these terribly. Maybe a little slightly juvenile, but I like spooky things and I like the colors on these. I like the color blocking, cracked leather, uh, the plasticky swoosh and skull kind of maybe turn me off. I don't mind the skull branding. That's kind of cool, but maybe just done a different way. I don't know. It's a little subtle because it's black on black, but I just probably don't need those. Same with the Air Force Ones. They're again, I like the colorway. It's not bad. Not a huge Air Force One guy, but and then they got the this is not an official collab, but they have the Jasons, the Jason Voorhees. Again, I love how Nike skirts these official collabs. They sue other people, right? Left and right for copyright infringement, yet they do their best to ride that line themselves. So here you got the hockey mask, famously worn by Jason Voorhees of the Friday the 13th horror franchise, and the air holes punched in are designed to look like the hockey mask air holes. So this is kind of clever. I kind of like those, but again, not a huge Air Force One fan. Don't I have Supreme white Air Force Ones, so I don't need those. Then also that week we got some Vomeros, some Footscapes, multicolored Footscapes. I don't know if that's an OG colorway, that Footscape colorway, but I'm not gonna be buying on it. It's not nostalgic for me. You do have the Tekken Air Foamposite ones dropping, the Jin colorway. There was two colorways. One I think already dropped, the navy blue for the other character, but this is the Jin Kazama colorway, the stone colorway. 250 bucks, a little steep. The packaging is sweet. I love that this is now here's an official collab. I like, I love fighting games. I think it's dope that they did one with Tekken. That's really cool. Reflective. The lightning stand is 3M or reflective. I think that's dope. Uh, I'm not a huge Foamposite guy. It's nostalgic for me. I remember when these, were popular when I was younger, but I wasn't a huge basketball shoe guy. Nowadays, it's more just nostalgic for me to get these shoes. I'm not a huge Tekken fan now. If I, now, here's our show and tell segment, but I don't have a title card for it. Now, if these were a Soulcalibur collab, then I would for sure be getting them, even if they were Foamposites. That's my fighting game of choice. I like Mortal Kombat. Think it's great. It's classic. I like Super Street Fighter. It's great. It's classic. I like the different iterations. Tekken on the rare occasion I would play it was fun. Shout out Killer Instinct and Balls with a Z. If any of you old people know what I'm talking about. Virtua Fighter. Shout out all those. Smash, of course. Maybe the technical king of all fighting games. But I was a Soulcalibur dude. I loved and was good at and practiced Soulcalibur. This is from Soulcalibur 3, I think. The one where they had the Star Wars crossover, Star Wars characters, one for each console. Darth Vader was PlayStation, Yoda was Xbox, and then Link from Zelda was on the GameCube as playable characters. So this is Mitsurugi and Vader, vintage T. I guess it's vintage, right? Yeah, it's vintage. I also have some Soulcalibur 4. Oh, I guess it was Soulcalibur 4. That's what it was. I have two of the same shirt, one with paint specks on it, one not. There you have them all. You have Yoda and Vader. And I also have, I didn't pull it out because it's in like a box, but I also have this one, the Ivy T-shirt from Soulcalibur 2. This is probably the most famous. Oh shoot, I have to switch back. This is probably the most famous Soulcalibur shirt, and it's the oldest official one. I don't think there's many. I can't remember off the top of my head the Soulcalibur one or Soul Edge T-shirts. I'm sure those are super rare. I'm sure there are some promo ones that exist, but this is kind of the main one, the main official one of the old ones that people know. And this is like only 50 bucks, and that's probably what I got mine for, brand new. Um, a few years back, or I don't know, probably 5 years back at this point, kind of during the rise of vintage T-shirts, and that was a good price. And then things kept going up, but that's why this one's a steal. 33 people are watching it. That's why 33 people are watching, because 50 now for this shirt's pretty good. You see the other listings on this, it'll be like 100, 100 bucks, 75 bucks, 150 bucks for this shirt. So that's why 33 people are watching this one, because that's a decent deal for them. And with that, please subscribe, notification thing. I'm going to turn this into a podcast, so maybe I'll submit it to YouTube podcast. Maybe I'll put it on Spotify, but make sure to keep your eyes out. Might try to do one of these per week. If you're watching, drop a comment. I appreciate you watching. And let me know what you think. I know it's a lot of yapping, but that's what it is. It's a one-person show, so sorry. But yeah, really appreciate those who watch, especially those who watch to the end right now. You're the real ones, and I really do appreciate you guys. So, just trying it out. This was fun. I get to talk about like maybe this will truncate my unboxings because I know like my unboxings get a little long-winded and some people don't like that. So this is a platform for me to kind of get out my other thoughts on things and keep those maybe a little shorter, sweeter. So, anyways, let's cue the royalty-free outro music. Can we hear that? Can we hear that? Are we doing it? Wait. I got faded up, maybe? Oh, it's on my headphones. Wow. I'm still working things out here, people. Sorry. Alright. See you later. Next podcast. Peace.